Now, today, a little bit of strategy for you. There's a lot of recruiters who are great at recruiting. They get a brief, they find some candidates, they put them in, they get interviews, and then they close it up and they've made their money and they ring the bell and hurrah. Fucking great. Like, excited for you, and that is obviously the outcome that we want. But where people can make so much more money, or where opportunity is left on the table, is when they're not thinking wider than the brief that they're on. So let me give you an example. I see this all the time. You get a recruiter who is very good with their market. They'll get a brief, or they'll have a candidate, and they get a candidate out and they get them on an interview. But then they'll do the right thing, hooray, and they'll do a wider canvas if it's not a retainer. So they'll go wider and they'll end up getting this candidate 2, 3, 4 interviews, which is a perfect market to be recruiting in A, because you've got options for your candidates. And obviously B, the more interviews that you get, the higher the probability that you place that person. So again, this whole episode is about what do you do when you've got one candidate on 3 interviews? What's next? What comes after that? Because that candidate can take one of those jobs. Clearly, there's 2 more jobs there. I've seen too many recruiters walk away from that going, I've closed it, job well done, place the candidate, job well done. But what? Fuck. Here's what I want you to do. Here's your playbook, okay? Sit down. It's 101, strategy 101, but again, seen this too many times to not say something about it, okay? Let's look at your desk right now. Have you got any candidate on your board that has more than 1 interview? Have you got a candidate and they've got 2 interviews or more, so 2, 3, 4 interviews, you must be in a great market. If that is you, you have to do this right now. You stop everything and you go, great, I've got 1 candidate who can only take 1 of these jobs. I need to fill the other jobs that they're on interview for. You have the best job descriptions possible. You've got the candidate, telling you how the interview went, telling you what the feedback was, who they met, the stakeholders, the projects they're working on, how it looked, how it felt, what was the sentiment. You've got the client giving you briefs to try to pitch to that candidate. You've kind of got this multi-angled job description, which will be way more detailed than any job spec you ever take, because a job spec is just one-sided from the client. When you've got a candidate also giving you intel on these interviews that they're going on, you get this 3-dimensional picture of a job brief. So if you've got a candidate on more than 2 interviews, right, 2 or more interviews, right now I want you to stop. I want you to turn all of those interviews into job specs, briefs. I want you to get your ads up if that's how you do it. I want you to get your messages out. I want you to do your mail blast. I want you to go loud and wide to try and fill all of these roles. You want to have not 1 candidate on 3, 4 interviews. You want to have 4, 5 candidates on 4, 5 interviews. Create this pile of work. You go from having a candidate that's going to take 1 job and you're going to get a 20K fee to potentially filling 3 to 4 positions and making, 60, 80K. It's a huge shift in your desk. And too many people don't see that opportunity. In fact, they'll see, I've seen this. They go, here's a candidate on interviews, multiple interviews, but I've got these other briefs coming in over here. I'm going to start working on these over here. No, that's just like over there. Like, go and strengthen this, because at the moment you have multiple candidates, you've got more control over the candidates in those processes. You've got more control and sway with the clients as to who we're going to offer and who we're not going to offer. And honestly, you go 3, 4 candidates on 3, 4 interviews, you're probably placing at least 2 of them. And it's easier work because the door's already open than doing this stuff over here and starting processes from fresh all the way over the other side over here on your desk. So think about it. Stop for a second. What does your desk currently look like? What have you got on the go that you can start to leverage and build and bolster out? Because this is the easiest place to make money. It strengthens what you've already got on the go, and you've already got all the information you need to hit go. And when you call those clients, they think you're calling about that candidate. You say, hey, got another one for you. We should compare apples. We should compare the market. Let's just compare them off each other. Hell yeah, let's do that. They'll say yes every single time. So you can get direct interviews very quickly. Very simple episode. Just some 101 strategy for your desk, because people are walking away from bucket loads of cash and bucket loads of placements because they're just sticking to the one candidate getting multiple interviews. Let's not do that. Let's get a little bit smarter about what we have on our desk at the moment. Like, share, subscribe. Helps us grow. As always, have an amazing day May all your deals come true.